name is Clady, and today is the second day of 12 days of the Christmas past 2025. This series is already very late and delayed because I couldn't get myself together enough to start filming and editing, but like I said, this is a reflections and contemplations on the beauty community and my beauty journey in 2025. So I don't want to rush into it. I want to take time, not putting a lot of pressure on myself. I just want to film as much as I can, and I won't restrict myself just in the month of December. I could take it and carry it onto January if I feel like so. So this is the second day. The first day was about the best skincare of 2025. Today is about the best makeup of 2025. Makeup was a huge part of my channel, but this is just not the year of makeup to me. I haven't worn a lot of makeup. I still purchase quite a few makeup items. Most of them I haven't tried yet, and I don't say that it's okay. I think it's a problem, and my goal next year is to go through all the makeup that I haven't tried, all of the backups, all of the overflowing stock of things that I purchased on a whim without an actual plan to use it. That is my problem at the moment, and just how hectic my life is at the moment, and how it actually affects my ability and my time to do my makeup. That is a thing that I want to fix next year, but I still have some really good standing out products that I can share with you today. However, a few months ago I already made a video, kind of like a quick recap of the first 6 months of 2025. I show you 5 products that I have enjoyed in the first 6 months of this year. I will right now quickly go through them again, but I don't want to like spend too much time on them because you have a whole video if you are interested in knowing what I thought about them. I still love them. That's why I would repeat myself if I start a video talking about them again. So I'll just quickly run through them. This is the Face Shop, the Air Con Makeup Base. It's a green color corrector with SPF in it. It's really good when it comes to reduce the redness on my skin, adding a little bit of moisture. Overall, it's a really nice extra step if I want my makeup to stand out that day. I don't wear it on a daily basis because it's a primer, and I think skincare is already the best primer that you could have on your skin before any makeup. But if you are prone to redness, if you suffer from rosacea, having a green color corrector in the form of a moisturizing color correcting primer like this is, to me, like the ideal texture to work with. I also show you this matte blush from Moon Eyes. I show you the shade Brown 02 particularly, but I actually got 2 shades. This is the shade PR03, like Purple 03. So these are C Beauty brand. Beautiful color selections. They have hundreds and hundreds of colors for you to choose from. I picked up 2 slightly desaturated shade, like a bit more grungy, and I said in that video this one's really good as a bronzer kind of situations, but it's very affordable, matte finish, long lasting, very smooth on the skin, and the colors are so gorgeous. They are affordable as well, so I would definitely purchase more shades. I was saying that I'm not gonna purchase any more makeup next year, but it's a lie. You know it's a lie. I know it's a lie. I will control my purchases and try to like moderate it, but I will still buy some makeup next year because that's just my hobbies, my interests at the moment. Glow Recipe Serum Blush in the shade Berry Glow, the best blush of 2025. I wore it so many times. I just put it on my skin after I apply my skincare and I'm good to go. This is the only makeup product that I wear most of the days. Yeah, it's kind of like my only solutions if I don't feel like wearing anything. Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade 610 Versatile Chestnut is still my absolute favorite lip liner. Lip liners are my favorite lip category this year. I have tried so many beautiful, gorgeous lip liners. This one, the color is just perfect. It is a warm neutral brown, I would say, with a hint of rosy undertone. Beautiful, very long lasting on the lips. And the complexion product that I mentioned is the Saem Tint Concealer. I don't know exactly what the name is. I would definitely leave the name somewhere down here. It's a precise pencil concealer in the shade 1.5 Natural Beige. I realized that it's really good on top of makeup as well. So if you have a full face of makeup and then you realize that I have this acne spot right here that I really want to cover, but now it's quite hard to apply a liquid concealer and then have the powder on top. This one, because it's quite dry in a good way, like a bit waxy, a little bit like sticky, more long lasting, it's not as emollient as a liquid concealer. You can actually apply it on top of powder and just like tap it out. Gives you heaps of coverage for what it is and just like a good touch up product. Now let's move on. Some more products this year that I discovered. These are all that I have tried this year. They are new to me this year, but I find them quite beautiful, very reliable to work with. First of all, I have the Hanmi Power Perfection Sun BB Cream with SPF in it. This is a higher coverage BB cream. When you heard of BB cream, you would think of like a sheer, almost tinted moisturizer type of situation, but this one definitely has a bit of coverage in it, which I like. The shade is not quite my shade, but I like mixing it with a tinted sunscreen or a tinted moisturizer to like liquefy it a little bit and thin out the coverage so that the shade matches a bit better. But it is so long lasting, very beautiful on my skin. I had a video that I tried this one on and the shade is not quite right, but then because the coverage is thin enough for you to sheer it out, in the end when I blend everything down to my neck, it looks quite perfect. And I was surprised how much I love this product. Like I said, I'm not wearing makeup a lot this year, but if I want a light coverage but still reliable when it comes to like long lasting, even, smooth, everything, a little bit high glam quality, I would go for this BB cream. It surprised me. It is only a gift with purchase, but sometimes you just don't know what you can get from a freebie like this. This year is not a year of bronzer to me. I haven't tried a lot of bronzer because I was so into blushes, particularly easy one and done blushes. I also have a full video talking about easy one and done blushes that I constantly reach for. One of them is the Milk Makeup Cooling Water Jelly Tint. A little bit hard to work with. You know this product. It's not the typical cream blush. It's a jelly. It's a tinted jelly kind of product, so it dries out pretty quickly. I like applying it with a brush. Pick up the product with a brush directly from the stick and then gently tap the brush on my cheek. In that way, I feel like you have more time to work with the product, but it's so natural, it's so juicy, it looks very fresh on the skin. I don't have any major complaint except the fact that you couldn't apply it directly in your face. I wouldn't recommend this because yeah, it's gonna stain your cheek like immediately. But if you be a bit careful with it, I think it depends on your preference of like how much careful you want to be with your blush. This is a workable product and it turns out to be so easy, so natural. Once again, I don't want to wear anything that day, just some blush and some lip gloss. This is the product I reach for. And I also recommend this rom&nd cheek roll in that video. I think I have the shade Grape. This is a muted berry. This texture is very sheer. It reminds me of the Merit Flush Bomb, but I much prefer this one to the Merit one. I don't like the Merit one at all. So if you want to find a alternative for that Merit Flush Bomb, this one from rom&nd, more affordable and much more reliable because it's not too dewy. It has some pigmented matte base in it. The color base is like this color, like a white base, you know, so it's not sheer, it's not dewy. It's definitely more dewy than a typical cream to powder blush, I would say, but it's that's like medium that gives you a natural finish, very sheer, very light, barely there on your skin. But I like when the blush still looks like, oh, you're wearing some blush. And this one is really good for that reason. Okay, it's a boring choice, but this year I tried the new color of the KARADIUM brow pencil. KARADIUM brow pencil. In the past, I got the dark brown and the gray brown shade. No, this is gray brown that I tried to see it last time. I got the dark brown and the black brown shade, maybe number 1, number 2. But this year I picked up a new shade, 04 gray brown, and this is my perfect brow color. It's gray, it's brown, it's not too dark, it's not too light. It's the perfect oval shape, not too small, not too big tip that I really enjoy in an eyebrow pencil. And I don't want to think too much when it comes to doing my brows. I just want to get it done in 20 to 30 seconds. This is the one if you enjoy not fussing around with your eyebrows and you just want a reliable, less time consuming eyebrow pencil. I highly recommend this one from KARADIUM. It's so cheap, it's about like $4. You can get so much use out of it. Okay, lip liner. I'm in between. I really enjoyed the Makeup Forever one, but at the drugstore you have the NYX Suede matte lip liner. I got the shade Soft Spoken and it's quite good. I think it's very, very comparable to the Makeup Forever one. I think the formula is almost identical. Right now this Suede lip liner shade range is not good. I think because they are phasing it out, so there's only a few shades left on the shelf. At least that's what I saw in Australia. But this shade Soft Spoken is like a pinky mauve shade, so I really appreciate the fact that I pick up a rosy brown and then I have a true mauve rosy color with a hint of brown. So these two, like, they are such good companions to each other. I can pick and choose if I want to go a little bit more pink, or on the days that I want a little bit more brown, I could pick between them, knowing that the formulations and the performance on my lips would be quite similar. So this is $5 or $6 at the drugstore, and I think it's amazing for the price. Oh, we're not talking about drugstore makeup anymore, but I have to give a shout out to my most used and my favorite palettes of 2025. This year, because of my resistance towards making makeup content, also towards wearing makeup in general, that sounds bad, but I hope you understand that it's the way that it is, and I have changed. But I am in love with the quartz from YSL. It's called Couture Mini Clutch eyeshadow palette. I have two shades. I firstly picked up this one, is Stora Dolls, and I love it so much. I went back to Sephora and picked up the Babylon Roses color story, and this is my favorite color story. It pinks and purple. So at first I was like, oh, I definitely want a neutral options, and I'm not sure about all of the pinks and purple. They are less wearable, and I don't think I would love them as much as a neutral color story like the one in Stora Doll palette. But then the formulation is so good, I feel like it's worth it just to try out my favorite color story, which is pink and purple. So now I have two, and I don't regret. It's expensive. It's 130 Australian dollars full price. I did get them on sale, both of them. So I feel like it's a good deal in general when you can get a sales on them, but still, like, that price, even on sale, is quite hefty for a quad. But I think the quality did speak for itself. The shimmers are very sparkly. They are the sheer sparkly eyeshadows, and the matte, they are surprisingly blendable because they are more cream to powder kind of texture, so they are so blendable and so smooth, so easy to blend. And I kind of understand the hype around high-end luxury eyeshadow palettes because they are just so easy to use. Even the color story, when you look at 4 shades together, is quite cohesive. And I already have a rough year of not wanting to wear any makeup. I don't want to look into a palette and not knowing where to start. With these two palettes, you have the light shade, you have the darker shade, you have the blending shade, you have the shimmers. You know where to go, and I don't mind to only get one look out of the palettes, because it sounds insane, because that used to be the biggest pet peeve when it comes to eyeshadow palettes. In the past for me, that's like, I don't want to look at the palette and only know one look out of it. I want to explore my creativity. I want to be able to explore my options. But this year, not so much anymore. I much prefer smaller palettes when I can just get my makeup done quickly, and it turns out these two are my favorite. And I cannot believe, like, I own 2 YSL palettes. I love one so much I had to go back and get another one. This is insane to me. Anyway, that's all I have for 2025 when it comes to makeup. Like I said, it's not a lot. Maybe I have around 10 products I just share with you guys. But I am enjoying makeup in a different way. I feel special and precious every time I can get a chance to sit down and do my makeup, and I cherish every moment like that. So it feels new to me that I could cherish the experience of doing my makeup rather than products individually. So it's not very products heavy this year, and we'll see how things are gonna go next year. Once again, I'm Claudia, and hopefully we see each other again. Bye.